Hi and welcome to Tall Guy Rides. Well, I'm going to get to the topic of the video quickly. It's the BluArmor C30 intercom device. Basically, it's a device that has been in the market for a very short amount of time, and the feature list is so good that people who have Senna, Cardo, high-end devices which cost 25, 30, 35,000 are talking about it and are even looking to buy it. Let's go forward and unbox this with this pretty scary looking knife. I don't have my cutter. Somebody seems to always need it when I need it as well, but that is what it is. I'm just gonna absolutely demolish this box because why not? As you can see, nothing more in there. As you can see, comes nicely bubble wrapped to protect the contents. Just gonna dump that on the side for now. Moma, can we not do that? There's no need to shout at people. It's okay, you sit. You do sit. Chal, good dog. No, you do sit. Sit down. Good boy. Good boy it is. Coming back to this, lovely packaging. Looks very premium. Explains all of the points in detail, and has a lot of information about the product, helpline number, and all the features, all of that. So to remove this plastic covering as well. Again, we're going to demolish that. And nice, the covering feels really premium. Okay, how does this work? Okay, there's another tab here that needs to be removed. Is there one on top? There you go. It flips open. Magnetic flip up. Ooh, lovely. And you have your custom card here with your name printed on it. Whoop. To the C figures. Along with the device serial number and QR code, MAC address, stuff like that. And then you have your first look at the device. Turn this page and what do you see inside? Well, you see the primary device. There you go. Really nice and sleek. And it has a nice carbon fiber finish. Let's keep it to the side. Then you have your cables and the ear pads for the music. I'm just going to keep it to this side now. Move this as well. And on the inside you have an Allen key which will be used to fix the mount that is there. They give you two mounts. One is a stick-on mount and one is a clip-on mount that you can kind of tighten onto your helmet. Depending on the kind of helmet that you own, you will have to use one or the other. I'm just going to keep it back for now. And then you have a power cable which is a regular Type-C cable. Moma, can we not be doing that again, please? If some other dog is barking, you don't need to go and bark. Good dog. Good boy. This is a good dog. power cable, and pads. Now these will go into your helmet. They have given an extra spacer pad just in case the recesses for the ear pads basically of the device are a bit too deep in your helmet, and you'd like to have the ear pads a little bit closer to your ear, so that's when you'll be using those spacers. And then you have these basic back pads which have PM tape on the back so that you can stick them onto the inside of your helmet. And that's all that's there in the box. Installing the C30 on my helmet was very simple. All I had to do was align the ear pads, which are denoted left and right, along the left hand side of my helmet, pull out the tabs wherever required, reinstall the ear pads along with the wiring, and put back my cheek pads and helmet liner, and that's it. So post installation, here's how you have to set up your C30 device. Download the app on your phone. It's available for Android and iOS as well. And turn on the Bluetooth. That's what I'm going to do right now. And some phones have the ability or selection where it can make those devices viewable by other devices. So if your phone has something like that, then you have to switch that on as well. Then to ensure that your C30 goes into pairing mode, you have to press the plus and minus buttons, which are the side buttons over here. Simultaneously one click and it goes into this fast blinking mode, which is the pairing mode or advertising mode, and it immediately pops up on your phone under the new device section. Just hit tab for pairing and then pair. That's about it. Now just to cover the sound quality, especially while listening to music, oh, it's really good. I mean, the level of volume is just right. You can adjust it well, and it's really good. I mean, at a level, because it's out of the ear, I would compare it to my gaming headphones, which are pretty high end, like 5,500-6,000 rupees, and the only function they have is to play music or give audio feedback, right? And it's a wired headphone. Well, these are too, because the pads are the ear pads, whatever you want to call them, are wired into the system, but the sound quality is comparable to those, especially since these are over the head. Technically they're not inside the ear, and fairly comparable even to my AirPods Pro, and those are like phenomenal when it comes to the audio quality. And if you look at a cheaper pair of earphones, TWS earphones, the AirPods Pro are really good, and the clarity of the music, the depth in the sound, I don't know if I'd call it bass, because there's not so much bass, decent enough, but the clarity is very, very good, crystal clear sound, and I am very pleased with it. I have not stopped using the C30 for my daily commutes, because I just turn on the music while going to office, about a 45-minute ride, and I love it. In fact, for my commuting I was using the Climb for quite a bit, because that's the helmet that has the C30, and a bit too lazy to keep swapping it in and out on a daily basis. So I was using the Climb, and that's a helmet that I do reserve only for the weekend rides and the long distance touring, because the visor on this helmet is so expensive. I'd rather buy like another 8,000-10,000 rupee helmet just to use in the city than scratch up the visor for the Climb. So yeah, and coming back to the sound quality, especially music when linked to the phone, really good, really good. So we just connected on the C30. Hey man. And I'm just gonna end call, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to connect. So you open up the app, sit. You're gonna turn on your ride grid after you open the app. It's in public mode right now. Connected. That's all it takes to connect to the mesh system on the BluArmor C30. Super simple. Anyway, it's time to ride now. So I think there is some level of maturity. Yeah, connected. Yeah, auto ही connect होता है. Start call. हाँ, connected.
Hello, check. Call active. Hello. I can hear you. I can hear you.
But can you hear me? Can you hear? हाँ, अभी देख. अभी मेरे पे चेक करते हैं. So basically, it works in a fashion. We have universal pairing now, with one user connected to one C30, and then this C30 connected to mine. I've been using the C30 device well for more than a week on my daily commutes, and I've been using it as a part of my riding as well. And since this video is designed to help you make a purchase decision about this product, I'm gonna talk about, or rather cover, some Q&A or FAQs, if you will, that I've thought of that might help you make this decision. And please excuse me for looking down at my notes once in a while to refer to what I've thought and what my ideas are about the device. So the first question that comes to mind for a prospective buyer is the mesh real? I mean, is ride grid a feature that is available at very high-end intercom devices actually working for the C30 with the C30? And the answer is yes. The ride grid system works really well. The range between two riders, we have noticed 700 to 800 meters, and the audio quality is crystal clear, and this is when the rider is not in line of sight as well. So around bends, there are vehicles in between, all of that stuff, and the audio connection has remained superb. When the rider has gone beyond say 800-900 meters, you do get a little bit of static, and then the connection breaks down. But as soon as you come back in range, it auto connects almost instantly. And with the usage of the app, as you had seen earlier, it is very simple to use. So that is the best part about this device. No more complicated procedures to open mesh and then add people in. It's a simple tap of one button and you're good to go, and you're connected with your other buddies. Second question that I think is, does ride link or universal pairing work? Again, the answer is yes, but this is a conditional answer. So if the person you're universally paired with, say for example they own a Senna, and if you are within 50 meters of each other, the audio quality works well, but then beyond that it kind of starts fading out and it drops at about 75-100 meters. The better workaround for that is that one person who is using the C30 device patches in the other person who's using a Sena using a regular voice call. And when that happens, again, connection is super simple. All you have to do is call the person first and then join the mesh system, and they get integrated into the mesh, so it works well there again. And does the music plus mesh system work? Answer again is yes, it works. Again, slightly conditional. I have shared my feedback with the BluArmor team. The auto ducking feature for the music audio needs to be a little bit better fine-tuned, because the first part of a message and the last part of a message kind of get garbled in, as the auto ducking feature cuts the music out when the message is received. So there is a little bit of overlap, and it ducks back in into full volume exactly as soon as the mesh is over. So again, there is a little bit of garbling of sound that kind of happens there. So that's something that needs to be looked at, and at least this was my opinion of that. So you can ask other people who have the C30 device what they think. But in essence, there are multiple things that you can do at the same time with the C30. That is phone call and mesh, you can do music in mesh, and you can do universal pairing as well. So those are the few first questions. And the third question that comes to mind is the audio quality really that good? Because it's been advertised as coming with JBL speakers, and again the answer is yes, the audio quality is really good. In fact, I enjoy listening to the music that is coming out of the speakers so much that I've stopped using my Jabra in-ear Bluetooth. So basically I had that neck band kind of a thing. So I used to always just put one of the pods inside my ear and listen to music in that way. But now with this, I don't feel the need to do that, because the audio quality is really good when it comes to listening to music on the C30. Now, I also want to talk about some niggles that I've noticed. The first niggle I've mentioned already, it's the music auto ducking, so I'm not going to dive deep into that. The second niggle is the app for iOS is still a little bit buggy, but I think they're working on improving that aspect as well. Design wise, I mean, it's a personal opinion. I'm not personally a big fan of the block shaped design. I like the teardrop kind of a design a little bit better, which some of the other more premium brands have that. But that's each his own. And for this price point, I'm perfectly happy with getting more features than just the form. So that's a personal opinion. That about covers my thoughts on the C30. If somebody asks me, should I get this device, I would say it depends on your use case. But the only place where I think I would suggest somebody not to get the C30 is when lots of their friends have either Sena or Cardo intercoms and they are looking to purchase the device. I think that's the only situation where the C30 doesn't make sense. But if you have a mixed group, or if you are a rider and pillion combo, or if you are in a group where there are other C30 device users and you're considering whether you should take the plunge for the 9K, 10K or 11K, whatever the offers BluArmor is running at this point, I would definitely encourage you to strongly consider this device, because it's a game changer. For 10-11,000, there's nothing in the market that can beat this product, the quality of the product, and especially again the battery life. That's something that I failed to mention. I've got something like 16 to 18 hours of battery life while listening to music. So even if you reduce that a little bit, 15 hours on a full charge while using the mesh, I think that's good enough. I think the entire day is covered up in that. And I have not tested out the full battery range yet, but that has been my experience so far. So that is pretty solid battery life for the size of the device. And that's about it. What I'm looking forward to is seeing BluArmor possibly launch even more premium device which has more functionality and complete universal pairing, which is not limited to a very short range. That would be very interesting to see, and maybe even more high def speakers. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. And should you buy it? I think C30 is a really good device at this price point. Well, that concludes my thoughts on the C30 device. Let me know what you think of the device based on your research, whether you agree with my opinions or not. You can share your questions and your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you thought this video was helpful to you in any way, please do like the video and consider sharing the video with your friends who are considering the C30 device by BluArmor. And if you subscribe, that's always really good. So I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, ride hard, ride safe, stay safe. Cheers.